What it do, gang? We are back in the building. My solo player squad in the building today. Because if you here, you part of the family. I want to first off start this episode off to say thanks to everybody who tuned into the intro. This is episode 1. I brainstormed after I did the intro. I didn't know. I kept telling myself like what I'm gonna do next. What would be the best thing to do for episode 1? I had good feedback. I thank everybody for the feedback. I thank for everybody watching. If you watch, I hope you like. I hope you subscribe. And I hope you left a comment. Even if you didn't like the podcast, leave me a negative comment. It don't hurt me. It's your opinion. And your opinion is very valid here on my station. But it is your boy, Olay Killer, Mr. Solo Player. You already know we are back again. And as I said, I brainstormed to say, what would I do for this episode 1 podcast to get us started? You know what I'm saying? Give us a fresh jump. I know everybody's waiting for the Daddy Daughter podcast. I just got some more news. I'll be talking about that down the road. So I will have my babies here. We won't have to always be online doing this. I'm getting closer to that also. So I'm waiting for that. I'm telling you, that's going to be my favorite. Sorry. But episode 1. We are in February. This is Black History Month. One of the shortest months of the year. But guess what, guys? It's a leap year. We got an extra day in this month. So let's talk black. Our people are something extraordinary, I'll tell you the truth. It's not talked about enough. And mainly when we do Black History Month, we usually talk about the same people all the time, which is nothing wrong with that. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, most definitely Muhammad Ali. There's nothing wrong with that. We're talking about ones that are more familiar. But sometimes we forget to talk about the unknown, the untalked about, the unspoken, who has put us in a position as our culture to say, hey, I'm part of that. You know what I mean? My people did that. You know what I'm talking about? It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. Let me throw that out there. But we get 1 month. I celebrate all year long. If y'all know me, if you really mess with your boy Olay Killer, I love black. I love me. I'm one beautiful black man. I always say it 1,000,000 times over. I feel like my culture, my people are some of the most beautiful people in the world, so I don't mind talking about black. I could talk black all day. So that's what we're going to do in episode 1. I was going through some things and it put a smile on my face because I was like, man, Mississippi has some hot summers. Because you know from the dirty. And then you think about it like, you trying to tell me a black person created the air conditioning unit? When black people known for being in the fields and doing all the extra stuff, but in 1949, a black man, Frederick Jones, he created air conditioning unit. If that's not extraordinary, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's a beautiful thing. But a lot of times these people don't get the same accolades as the ones that are more posted. Even something as small as a lunch pail. I think that is crazy. The lunchbox, James Robinson, the lunchbox, to where even our culture don't even get a chance to use it as much. We put it in the bag and we keep kicking it. But these other cultures, they use lunch pails, they use lunch boxes when they go to work, when they go to school. They actually use something that we created. That's tough. You can't tell me that ain't tough. Well, at least I feel it tough. Because I love black. You know what I'm saying? Think about our kids with the tricycles. You know, now the bikes are updated and they got the training wheels on them. But the tricycle was the kid's bike. That was a black person. Matthew Cherry created a tricycle. It's like, this is something for kids to get around in. Something we use on a daily basis right now. I'm talking the folding chair. The folding chair was created by our own kind. Nathan Alexander. And this is 1911, decided to do a folding chair. In 1911, created by guys. Because I look at our people as guys. If you know me, and then I don't want to throw nobody else off because I want everybody to watch my channel. As you know, a solo player, everything, get at me. All my links are there. My secretary, not even my secretary, my queen, my back. She got all my posts how to get with me. Like I told you, we're still gonna do that. I'm a black inventor too, to a point, because of them. I like to invent products. I like to get it to the consumer, and I like solo player on everything I rock. Just so much, man. When you just go through and you look at like the type of stuff that our people, and then the time frame of it, when you go back so far to even say, you know what I'm saying, the almanac, you know what I'm saying, in 1791 was created by our people. That's a lot. Benjamin Bacon, that's a lot. Like, you think you go back like that? I'm looking at some of these dates and I'm just thrown right now. I'm thrown now. Like, for real, and it's a beautiful thing. Osborne Dorsey. You think about 1878 created the doorknob and the door stopper. Did you hear the date? I said 1878. We are in 2024. Like, we never seen that time. They don't even publicize it as much as older things like that because they can't. I'm a musician. I love instruments. The guitar. The guitar. Robert Fleming Jr. in 1886 decided he was going to create a guitar. For our culture can bring the music that y'all like. And the guitar is still one of the things. I still don't know how to play the bass. I got some lessons at one time. Wasn't good at it. I'm going back because I'm not a quitter. Like, I got to go back. I'm trying to get some of these instruments played. Like, I want to know how to do a lot of these type of things because it's important as far as pushing your brand and pushing yourself. Things that you should challenge yourself on. Don't give up on it. Challenge yourself to do it. They say we like to get away. The fire escape ladder. Think about that. The fire escape ladder. Joseph Winter, 1878. Had the mind frame to think that my family is up here on these top floors because where we usually at? The project buildings, right? So that's pretty much our culture of living, right? Back in 1878, you was like, in 2024, it's going to be a baby who need to get out of a burning building. So I created this fire escape ladder to try to save a life before I even knew there was a life that needed to be saved. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And I feel like this is the type of stuff I want to talk about. People wonder, like, man, it's Alec Kelly, man. What type of stuff he going to be able to bring out on his podcast? He said I'm touching everything. I'm not stuck on no one incident or no one blog or no one. I want to touch everything. This is Black History Month. This is the most important thing to talk about in this month. Even though we should talk about it all year long. Let me say that. We should talk about it all year long. We should uplift our people. But I'm going through this list, and this is not my first time going through this list, guys. So I don't want to think like this is something I just looked up today to say for content. These are things that I have spoke about on plenty of occasions because they mean something to me. To know my background and know my history of my people. This type of stuff, man, I do these type of researches. Even without this being the blog of the day or the podcast of the day, these are type of things I look into for real because it means something to me. The mob. That was us. That was us too. Thomas Stewart decided to do the mop in 1894. Oh, I'm sorry, 1895. Sorry, Mr. Stewart. Let me make sure I got that right because I don't want to lie on you. Mr. Thomas Stewart made the mop in 1893. I'm cutting years off my dog. I got to give it to him. You can't just sweep. You can't just sweep. Now that sweep can get that dust up a little bit, but you gotta put some lubricant, some water, and some soap on that junk, and shine that thing up. Thomas said, "I know what to do. I know what to do. I'm gonna make a mop. You're gonna smell a fresh scent when you walk through my house. It's something different. It's something different. This is real life. This is really what it is. This is very exciting right now. Even something as small as the pencil sharpener. We was creative enough to use a knife and, you know what I mean? He was like, nah, let's do the whole pencil sharpener. That's what John Love said. He was like, let's do a whole pencil sharpener where you can and get right to work. That's what John Love said. He said, let's do the pencil sharp. He was thinking about this in 1897. In 1897, we think about. Remember they were using the little ink diplets and stuff? My man said, look, you'll be dipping all day. Let's get this lead, let's sharpen it up, and let's be able to write continuously where you ain't got to keep dipping in the ink. That's part of us too. That's part of us too. The elevator. Come on, guys. Some stuff black people don't even want to get in. Black people, if you ain't from the city, you scared to get in the elevator. You know what I mean? But Alexander Miles, like, you know what? Let's get y'all upstairs. Let's get y'all upstairs without having to walk the whole way. You got 50 flights of stairs. How about we just get an elevator? Let's go up. That's what Alexander said. I love these type of things, man. It makes me feel good, even though some of these things are, you'll look at it as small, but it's things that we use every day, like the ironing board. You know what I mean? Ironing board is special. Sarah Boone did that. She was like, I gotta have something. I've been using this floor to iron our clothes up on it, and my boy haven't had the mop yet, so the floor wasn't clean. Man, let me get up off this floor ironing our clothes. Let me make something so we can iron on a clean surface. She'll be like, we ain't going to the floor no more because the mop ain't ready yet. So we got to do an ironing board or something. That ain't gonna work for me. That don't work for me. You think about golfing. Just think golf. Yes, we got Tiger Woods. This part of black, he's part of black history. Tiger is part of our black history. We're going to give him his love. And he deserves every bit of it. He's part of our black history. You don't see this happening. That's why I like to go old and new. But I'm saying there's a lot of names that don't get enough love. And I want to give him the love. It was a black man who did the golf tee. They ain't want to try to hit it off the ground because they kept tearing up their lawn. They was like, we need something. He said, I got something for you. Won't you put that ball right here on this golf tee? You'll save some of your grass. And he probably was thinking that because he was the one who had to keep it cut and all that type of stuff. Not just being real. A lot of these ideas come from stuff like that. We try to make stuff easier on ourselves. We try to make even the fire extinguisher. Come on now. The fire extinguisher. And not only was it this is 1872. This is not like something in the 1900s when the fire extinguisher came out. This is 1872 when Thomas Marshall was like, you know what? We're going to put these compounds together so it can go against a fire and stop a fire at the low base. As long as we sweep at the low base, we can stop a fire. That's what he decided. This is our history, guys. This is our history. And I think we need to take this to a point when we get with our kids and we go through these type of things and explain to them and let them understand that they are something and they can be something even more. But it starts with us teaching them something as small as this, letting them know that we are that. Our people come from this. This is why we can be great, why we should be great, why we will be great. This the reason. This is the reason right here. We think about our armed forces and the training. I know there's a lot of people. I want to salute y'all. I want to salute, and especially if you're black, anybody that served in the force, the army or Marines or anything. Like I said, I got love to everybody who have, but especially if you're black. I want to stop right now and say we appreciate you. We appreciate you because it was never supposed to be us, our war, or none of that. We was forcing it to start with, and now we fight for the people. I respect that. I never got in the service. My dad served, my uncle served, my granddad served. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to salute to y'all. Y'all are part of black history. Y'all are a major figure in black history. Even to this day, even if you're serving right now, you are part of our black history. So I want to give you your flowers. But think about the gas mask. The gas mask, it was made by us. Gary Morgan in 1914 did the gas mask. In a war that shouldn't even be part of us, we have to go with these things that we should have to use to survive and try to get back home. And I hope all the armed service people get a chance to protect and come home and see their family. It don't matter about it being black, but since it's black history, you doggone right I'm gonna talk about my people. and let y'all know I appreciate you and I love everything that y'all do. Because you ain't got to. People gonna say, oh man, it's just a money grab. Man, you can call it what it called. They put their life on the line to go over there and fight for us. They don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. So they get love from me 24/7. I just look at this list. I know one thing: we cared about ourselves. Our protectors, Pal Johnson. Like I said, we cared about stuff. The curtain ride. The curtain ride. They put that shower together, man. That water steady getting on the floor. We need something to hold something up here so that we can stop slipping when we get out. The clothes dryer? Like the dryer was us too? George Sampson? Blood plasma bag? Like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I could talk about this all day long. But this is the first episode of the podcast. And this is what I want to talk about. And I want to talk about some people that's very, very important to my history. James and Ruth Thomas. James and Ruth Thomas. That's black history. That's black excellence. The way they raised me was on a whole different level. I was raised in the country, like I told y'all in the intro. We had hogs, chickens, rabbits, and we had a garden. We ate off the land. And it made us stronger, and that's history. Because you even know now that some places you can't even grow. It's illegal to grow your own food. But that's another subject. It goes to another subject. But that's something to think about. It's a lot to think about. You know, the recording player, that's, you know us. The mailbox, you know us. Locks, lemon squeezer, lawn sprinkler system, keychain. I mean, ice cream scooper, a hand step, hairbrush. Now you know that's us. That goes without saying. The hairbrush, that's us. We knew that. But what makes it even better, when I already talked about Gary Morgan. But don't you know Gary Morgan also is the man who's responsible for the traffic lights? For the traffic lights. That's Gary Morgan. We have our hand in so much stuff, and we don't respect ourselves enough to talk about it. We're history already by itself, even in our neighborhood. I try to be a part of history. I try to help some young kid up, try to give them some lessons, try to tell them. They don't want to listen, I get it. But it's a way to talk to people to make them get an understanding without offending them. Because it's an opinion when it starts with. And I always let people know these are my opinions. I never said I was all the way fact about none of these. And you're going to hear that through every episode I have. These are literally my opinions. And I'm really opinionated about we are one of the best. We are the best. We are God. Not throwing nobody off. Not trying to go there with it. But this is my opinion, how I feel about my people. This is how I feel about y'all when I think about y'all. Because everybody got a little ounce from us. Everybody got a little bit. And we all come together and we can make beautiful things happen and not be against each other all the time, fighting. There's a lot of stuff that we can do coming together. But just going through this is, oh my gosh, you can't do nothing but smile. The baby buggy, that's the stroller. You know what I mean? The stroller, William Richardson. William Richardson in 1889 made the stroller. You gotta think about back then, them babies, they was coming out big. It was a little heavy. Like, you know what? You can break your back. Put that baby in there stroller when you're moving around till you can get that baby to walk. That's creative. That's very creative. So this is the first episode of the SP podcast. I am Alec Killer, as you know, Mr. SP. All day, every day. Stand over line organization for preparing loyalty among young adults. But I most definitely want to talk about my people, because they're beautiful. They are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. If you're watching me right now, I'm not saying this because I want you to be a subscriber, or because I want to like, or because I need a comment. I'm saying this because this is how I actually feel about my people. I don't know everybody who's tuning in. Everybody getting a chance to get a little glimpse of me don't know me that well. But I appreciate you tuning in. And I hope what I'm doing is something that you enjoy. And like I said, even if you don't enjoy, still subscribe and give me a bad comment. Talk to me crazy. I am cool. My feelings are in my pocket. Not gonna hurt them. Talk to me crazy. If you don't think I'm doing a great job, tell me the truth. Tell me how I can get better, because I want to get better. I want to be able to give y'all good content. But I do want to say happy Black History Month. Happy Black History every day, honestly speaking. Because as long as y'all walking this earth, that's history. And once we start coming more together, there's going to be more history. So I want to say happy Black History Month and happy Black History every day. So let's always put somebody on notice. Go research a great Black person, and it don't have to be nobody like this. I'm going down this list of inventors. Like I said, these are a lot of older things. So the potato chip, that's on us. Peanut butter, that's on us. Like I said, these are the older inventors. But don't you know you have living legends that's right from your neighborhood? As you see, I highlighted my grandma and my granddad. I can do that on both sides, Big Mama and Big Daddy. They took me out fishing. They took me to my granddad raised hogs. You know what I'm saying? It's like both sides was the same. And they both, they gave the same teaching. No nonsense. You know what a switch is? I do. I done had them up a time until I straightened up. It made me straighten up even quicker. Because the history of them, the love they gave me, that is Black history. That is Black history. To take out the time to raise up me, my mama and daddy did. But they decided to raise me up like they raised up my mama and my daddy, to give me more insight on what life is really about. That's, man, to get up every doggone Saturday morning, you smell that breakfast, you ain't standing in that bed, you gonna get your butt up. As soon as you get finished, you gonna take your butt out there in that yard too. That's gonna happen, you believe that. But it made us stronger. It made us not lazy. It made us want to work. It made us feel like we can accomplish something. Those little small things. I knew how to fix on cars when I was, I don't want to lie to you, 11. My granddad had me out there doing that. That's history. You thought my auntie them was going to call a dude to come change the tire? Oh, no, they going to lift that joint up. They going to change it themselves. That's excellence. That's excellence. So let's be great. Let's be great. This is episode 1 of the Solo Player Podcast. Glad y'all tuning in with me again. Like I said, it don't take nothing to like, subscribe, and comment. It don't take nothing but a half a second. I'll even wait for you. That's where you had time to figure out what products you want to reach out to your boy so I can get it in the mail. If you don't believe me, just understand I come straight from the brain. It's hard for me to write this down. That should be great. But yeah, let's represent our history every day, not just for this month, but y'all got an extra day in this month. So I'm looking for everybody to go a little bit harder. You know what I'm talking about? And all you leap year babies, I want to say happy birthday to y'all early. I know some of y'all only have a birthday every once in a blue moon. I mean, y'all literally have a birthday every once in a blue moon. But y'all celebrate anyway. But happy birthday to y'all now. But let's give somebody some history on our blackness. Give somebody some history. Do your own research. Sit down with your kids and just have a conversation. Sometimes your kids might know something you don't know. Ask your kids something about Black history. Make it alive. We just fly through this month. Only thing we focus on is Valentine's Day. That's what we go spend money to give our loved one who we supposed to show love to every single day anyway. So let's show love to our people every single day in this month at least. Let me see more of that. And I'll be good if anybody want to get tagged in here and jump on the podcast and want to talk Black history. I'm with it, because I want to talk history all this month. I will blog way more if I get some response back to say, hey, I want to jump on your show, Killer, and I want to talk Black history. And I might just want to be on here and listen. Say a few words and just listen. Educate me. The stuff I don't know. Let's be a factor to each other. Let's love each other. Let's be better in 2024. I love all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 2. I think we done did it again, gang. Gang, gang.